Hey, welcome back to the channel. Real quick, guys and girls, working on a 2021 Talon. I got some mirrors because you can't see anything without mirrors. These come with no mirrors. This 2021 1000 X4. I'll show you what we got going. So let me flip, and what we got here is we found these turn signal combinations floodlight spotlight mirrors from Kemimoto, Kemimoto. The concave mirrors. They have a 3-wire, and only one circuit will work at a time. So if you turn them both, the signal and the light on at the same time, it will default to only one. And I believe it defaults to turn signal. But I'll have to read the directions again. But Amazon's got it, and what we did. I have a non live valve, so I had a blank switch cover, which is here. Blank switch cover. I drilled 2 holes, and I had to grind the center section out. You could either use a file or a grinder or whatever you got to get the center section out. Drilled 2 holes. I got them a little too close together. I had to make them oval. And what we're going to do, first off, to get power, it comes with a lead going back to the battery. The black is already to the ground, and the red is going back to the battery compartment. You have to find it and hook it to the battery. And then what I'm going to do, eventually put a winch in this, but for now, I am going to put in this solenoid for a winch. That will allow me to terminate the black and red wire onto this, and then yellow and blue would be used for a winch at a later time. So this bolts up right to this circle hickey. I'm going to use some stainless steel screws and some rubber washers and galvanized washers, whatever I can find, but I don't want it to corrode necessarily. You got to take all this off. You got a 10mm bolt hole here, and first you pop the hood off, which is real easy, and then you got to take the cowl off. So most of it's push pins. I think I had 3 screws, 10mm hex heads, just to get in there. And these just clamp right onto the post, and you can put them at any height. That's the height I like, low. Lower's better for me. And what I'll do is see if I can, excuse me, see if I can mount some of this up. And I'll be back with you with more of the install. Okay, now we got the solenoid mounted up. I use stainless screws with rubber-sided galvanized washers on both sides. I'm going to put some thread lock or jam nuts on the back side. I've got a little bit of thread left on the back side. I could do either one, I think. Yeah. So now let's hook up the battery terminals. So I decided to put a fuse on a red wire. I got these on Amazon, and put a terminal on the end. So when I tap into that big cable from my turn signal and the lights, at least I have a fuse on that. Now, I don't know if there's a fuse in that big cable or not. That's going to be something I'll have to investigate, but that also needs a fuse. All right, we'll continue. Okay, I decided to disconnect the battery. That big red wire is actually up in the top corner, tie wrapped to the back of the battery case behind these relay fuses. You see you got them loose. You can also just disconnect the negative, which is usually actually safer. That way you don't touch your ratchet or your screwdriver to ground. And I ran a black pigtail and a red pigtail with the fuse going to the hole, which will go to the switches that I made. I drilled that hole and showed you earlier. Here it is here. I'm going to get my switches hooked up, and I got to get my mirrors hooked up too to those. We got all kind of things to do. Okay, well, I'm starting to get this together. I drilled the 2 holes a little close together, so I had to trim the metal pieces. The lower one is going to be right hand for the running mirror lights. Then you got left and right on the turn signals, which I could put on a lever someday. And what we got here is, this is a Kemimoto Amazon lighted. And what we got here is the whites for each are turn signals. The green on each are running lights, or whatever you want to call them. Black, of course, is just beamed onto the connector with a nylon connector, all blacks together going under the cowl. And I'm going to get this buttoned up and I'll show you when it looks. Okay, so we have the left and right on top, and the right hand on the bottom is for the white lights. So white on, and we got white, and white over there is, where'd it go? Dang it. I'm gonna have to edit this because I can't, there it is. Okay, then we got the right hand signal. It's one of those sequential chaser, whatever you call it, light. And as you can see, left is left and right is right. And I don't know what I'm doing, but they work. And if you turn on those lights, it supersedes. You can have those run, but the turn signal defaults at the same time. So that's pretty cool for safety, I guess. All right, I'm gonna button this up. Oh, overexposed. Anyway, why is it doing that, I wonder? Okay, I got it back. So, got to tie wrap this down, going to the right signal, adjust my mirrors. I got to strap some of this stuff in better, and maybe put some insulators on these lugs. I don't really like the hot ones on the bottom there, and I don't like that being exposed. No, nothing would probably ever touch it, but you never know. Or some kind of fuse. And then here's the switchies. The top one is left and right turn signal, and the bottom is right hand side for running lights. And anyway, that's all we got today. Talon, turn signal, amber, Miura with running lights. And as you can see, turn signal takes priority over running light, even if you have the running lights on. Anyway, I'm buttoning this up so we can get a ride in. It's Sunday. It's about 90 degrees here today. We're going to get some rain and some possible severe weather. It'll be like Tuesday or Wednesday. So anyway, appreciate the... thanks for visiting the channel. I appreciate it if you could give me a subscription. Earn your subscription today. That would help me with the YouTube get full credit. Also, feel free to like and share and comment. I will answer comments. And if I don't know if that's the best way to do it, but that's the way we did it today. And thanks for watching, and God bless.